All right, everybody, welcome back to Teaching Crypto, AZ Crypto Flying Solo. Thank you so much for sticking with the channel. Please hit that like, please hit that subscribe, bell notification. Super chats in the store are available. Hey, it's been 6 months of negative price action. There's no way around it, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't expect this, no one did. But here's the deal traditionally, October, early November, after the halvings have been significant price instigators into the green. And that's what we're looking for here today as I do the show by myself. I'm willing this bull run to turn around, and there's good data that it is going to turn around, right? We have the jobs report today, we have the election coming up, and we've had Bitcoin now just a week ago struggling to get back to 53K. And right now, as I'm airing on YouTube, we're going towards 58K. Now, it is September 11th here. September 20th, what I was predicting for September 20th was 72K Bitcoin. So we've got a ways to go. We've got a ways to go. And thank you so much for all of you for joining us. Um, I think 70K is in play for the end of September. And I'm not giving up on 80K for October and not 100K for the end of the year. Maybe you think I'm nuts. I don't think so. I really don't. And so you got to ask yourself, well, where are you getting this positivity? And you got to look at the past bull runs. And even though it may not have been 6 months of negative price action, what you saw was BTC leaving exchanges. So yesterday, 18,000 Bitcoin was taken off exchanges. That is a great sign leading into October. And so, what needs to happen, we've talked about this. Yeah, you want to get to 60K. Absolutely. Yeah, you want to get to 65, but we will start running when we get to 70K. And what I'm looking for is 70K to happen, hopefully by the end of this month. It's only September 11th, right? You got some September to go. But worst case, October, we want to get to that 70K. We want to use that as a jumping point. And at that point, at 70K, I do think the alts are going to finally show some life. And that's been the big problem here is if you're holding alts for the past 6 months, it's been brutal. No way around it. It's been a bear market for 6 months. Let's just keep it 100% real. Show me a channel that was telling you that in February and March. I'd love to hear it. I don't know that one existed. In fact, with all brutal honesty, we were saying that was not going to happen, right? We said summer low, yeah, but I thought by August. And September can sometimes be traditionally not that great for Bitcoin. But I thought because we started going low so early, and again, I think the ETFs here played a role in this. I think we went up faster than we should have a little bit, right? And so we've been stretched out here. World news hasn't been great. Economic news hasn't been great. Starting to tend a little bit better, leading towards an election. Big surprise. We told you that would happen. And so now I think there's a chance for the bull run to finally resume. How long it's going to go? If you're expecting this to go all the way through 2025, I would say be very careful. And look at that. As I speak right now, we're headed right towards 58. Let's see if we can break it live on the air. And so, you got Solana at 134. You got ETH at 2,300. You got one of the ones that I was telling you about that actually has been holding well. One of the oldies, Litecoin. I've talked about Carrot. Right now, you can get Carrot. Listen to this. Market cap is insane. Market cap right now for Carrot, low cap gem, 33 million. So there's a ton of opportunity out there. A ton of opportunity. But I know why people are scared. People are scared because in the last 6 months, if you've been in altcoins and Bitcoin, you haven't made anything unless you've caught these bottom dips where we've just gone back and forth between 50 to 60. We've hit 70 twice, was completely rejected. You just haven't been making a lot of profits. But here's the key. When things turn around in September, hopefully by the end of this month, into October, early November, you gotta be taking profits. if this 6 months hasn't taught you, the good times don't last forever. In fact, in crypto, honestly, they don't last very long. Let's keep it real. the negative, the negative parts last much longer than the good parts. So when there are profits, and I do believe October will be good, will be good. I see 70 holding as kind of a launching point, and I see the alts going up. There has to be profit taking, because if you're expecting profits in February, March, April, May of 2025, you're probably living in a fantasy. Let's just keep it real here. Um, Look, yesterday debate, was there any talk about Bitcoin? No. And so, yeah, Bitcoin's made a lot of strides in the national media, and the awareness of Bitcoin has gone up tremendously. But I hate to say it, we're still early. We're still early. People don't really understand what Bitcoin is. They don't understand how important it's going to be the next 10 to 20 years. So if you're holding, there are still people that think you're wasting your time. They don't get it. You got to show them a chart every 4 years. You know what happens. I personally cannot wait to do the show. Hopefully, Mr. Fomo can join me. He's had just he's been going through hell himself. Unfortunately, we all go through rough times. And he's had a rough going here. Hopefully, he'll be able to join me. And you can support the show just by hitting that sub button if you haven't done so, or sharing the show with others. Um, you know, I can't wait for that 100K Bitcoin show. And I think it's going to happen before January of 2025. Could I be wrong? Oh, yeah. And remember, if we don't hit 80K by November 1st, I am going to, get that nice haircut, get that nice buzz cut, take that hair. I promised you guys I would do that. I'm going to fulfill my promise, but hopefully don't have to. For your sake and mine, hopefully we charge ahead and finally are rewarded for our patience. So hopefully you haven't sold your Bitcoin, you haven't sold your ETH, you haven't sold your Solana. Well, if you've sold your altcoins at this point, you've taken a bloodbath. So hopefully you've held on, and hopefully you get to participate in the green coming up the next few months. So again, if you are out and you want to come back in responsibly, do your own research, not financial advice. I do think you're finally going to see some payoff here over the next couple months. And I'm looking at some of these coins right now. They're they're in great position for a rebound. There are so many to mention. I mean, my goodness, the ones we've talked about on the show. One that we haven't talked about in a really long time, VeChain, just sitting there at 2 cents earlier this year, 5 cents. That's one that could do a quick 2x. Okay, just pointing that one out. Even something like XRP sitting at 54 cents, if things go well, could immediately rebound, right? And then all the others we've talked about, low caps, the muses, right? Uh, all of them are in good position to rebound. They really are. So it's just a matter of, are you willing to take that step? It's up to you. It is up to you. Can't make any guarantees, but I am feeling good about the end of September into October and early November. But guess what? There'll be another bad period coming up before you know it. The good times don't last forever. We just need some good times again. Think about how euphoric people were fearing at the end of February, early March. We almost hit 74K. Don't forget where we came from. And I think that's critical here. Um, a year ago, believe it or not, a year ago today, Bitcoin was at 26K. A year ago today, Bitcoin was at 26K. Now, I don't know if this bull run will last another year, but if it does, I have a feeling that you're going to be laughing when you think, oh, we were under 58. Oh, interesting. Okay. Guys, I truly appreciate you sticking with the show. By the way, for you Voyager people, it does not look like we are getting anything else for the rest of 2024, but still hopeful something might pop up maybe early to mid 2025. We'll have to wait and see. But if you're waiting for more Voyager stuff in 2044, it's probably not happening. Hopefully, everyone got their money in that situation. And, you got in if you came back for that second distribution at a really good time. I think I think we're going to see a nice surge here, end of September, early October. Obviously, things never go straight up, but we are so due, and I think the sellers are a bit tired. And I don't see a recession coming in the next few months. I don't. There could be one in 2025. Absolutely. Things are not perfect. We'll see what happens if the election. We'll see how that affects Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's going to be fine no matter who wins. I know that's not necessarily the most popular thing. You know how I feel about both candidates. I'm not going to go through that tonight. Bitcoin doesn't need politicians. Politicians need Bitcoin. And I'm going to keep saying it. I believe it. And I think I'll be proven to be correct more and more as time goes on. Guys, thank you so much. Please share the show. If you have not done so, hit that subscribe button. You guys have a wonderful evening. I will see you later. Have a good night. Thank you so much.